All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Just Joking podcast. We're recording here at Blue Couch Studios. I appreciate y'all letting us use your space and getting in some comedians and friends of mine. It's a great area to come record music or podcast or anything. Great equipment too. You could rent out, etc., etc. But today we got a special guest. We got a door guy, one of the biggest clubs here in Tulsa. He's from Hawaii, which is pretty dope, and he's done some modeling work, and he's famous on TikTok, man. So hopefully this will get me to 100 subscribers. You know, I just love using my friends, just milking them for everything they have. So today we got Brendan, my boy. What's the last name?
Achong, A-C-H-O-N-G.
Achong?
Yep.
Brendan Achong.
Yep.
Welcome to the podcast,
Thank you
bud.
very much. Thank you very much. All right. I am no longer famous on TikTok. Let's preface that right now.
Oh, really?
No, I'm actually deactivated. I stopped making content in late 2021 just because I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm done with this. Yeah. But, hey, maybe you'll recognize the voice, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, let's start off. What do you think about the fit, man? As someone who's someone who dresses nice and has the fashion going for him, what do you think?
The shoes. I like the shoes.
Shoes are nice.
And the sweatshirt. I
Mhm.
fuck with the sweatshirt. But those pants, bro. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. They look good.
This is the only thing I had
Yeah.
clean. You know what I mean?
It's comfortable. That's the main thing.
It is comfortable.
Like, I think functionality is pretty important. Like,
Definitely.
you ever see those models and those like be walking down the runway and that just like the grossest looking shit you've ever seen.
Something that looks like you have to like use like a forklift to get off you.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You gotta like use like a crane just to lower this metal suit onto
Yep.
your body, like some Iron Man stuff.
Exactly. And then there's the ones with the really tattered dresses.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that stuff is like, ugh. No one's gonna wear that.
Yeah, it's like did you see Rihanna's recent hairdo? All the ads coming up to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
like
I
just
remember.
wicked looked like that Webb from something Webb.
Yeah.
What's that movie with the spider?
Charlotte's Web?
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah,
Charlotte's
yeah.
Web, bro.
A little bit, yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
kinda.
that. I can see that.
Yeah, that Webb had a little bit of tism in it.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know.
Honestly, it's like there's a huge like divide between like celebrity fashion, not just celebrity fashion, but also like modeling fashion and whatnot. Like high fashion.
Yes.
You ever seen that shit? It's like on a different level from what we actually wear. Like this is really functional because outside it's what 50 degrees.
Yeah,
Last night
exactly.
it was 30 degrees.
Yeah.
I was wearing this to keep warm, man. It also looks good. But then you look at the stuff that they wear and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
I don't even know.
You know, they got the big like latex gloves or something. I'm just like, this is all from a YouTube video I saw one time. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like-
I mean, Kanye had like those boots that were all the way up to like his
Yeah.
crotch.
Mhm.
Boots that just covered up each leg.
yeah, basically anything that what is that guy who made Montero? Not just Montero, but take my horse to Old Town
Oh
Road,
yeah.
what was his name?
Lil
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Like anytime I see him on the red carpet, it is a cool outfit for
Mhm.
sure. But my God, who let you
It
go? out
does.
the
Yeah, it
house
doesn't
in
make
that?
much sense. The outfit
Exactly.
doesn't make sense.
And you gotta think they're spending like hundreds and thousands of dollars on these things.
Mhm.
Not even just that, but like the makeup, the hairdo, everything. This is a $60 coat, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
like
a nice coat for $60.
exactly.
Golly.
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
I think the hoodie's about the same amount.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
whatever keeps you warm, right?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like-
What I don't like is like what Balenciaga's been on recently.
what you mean?
Like the real like leathery kind of like the real sexual outfits
Oh
they have.
yeah, yeah.
and,
They
like,
kind
the
of look like gimp
masks.
suits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's getting to a level where it's not just like hypersexualized, but also like completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
You would never wear it.
No, you wouldn't.
Just like maybe like street fashion guys would make it into an outfit,
Hmm.
but then other than that, like who is gonna want to buy this?
I don't know. The market
Exactly.
it seems like it's just towards celebrities and people with money because how
Yep.
expensive it is and then how dumb it is. Like you're not gonna wear that to like a funeral or something.
Yeah,
You know.
Can you imagine someone shows up in the full gimp suit? It's
Oh
just
God, no, I can't, dude. With a
like-
ball.
He's like giving a eulogy.
Yeah, a ball gag in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's like moving out the way to talk. It's like my grandmother was the greatest woman I've ever met. Nom, nom, nom. Just like
Spit running down the mouth.
yeah,
you know?
completely drooling.
But I think it's like I'm told like from my friends who are like really into high fashion that a big reason that they like make this stuff is one because of scarcity.
Okay.
You know, just to like,
That's a big deal.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
why
Like,
Jordans are so popular.
look at like Gucci, right?
Mhm.
The stuff that they wear, you know, you could get some of those sweatshirts from like H&M, but the reason why it's like high quality, or not just high quality, but like expensive,
Yes.
is because of the design, you know, the fabric that they used, everything
Okay.
else. You know, it's handcrafted. Maybe, I don't know about
Yeah.
Gucci, but
I don't know either.
yeah, and on top of that, it's like another thing, like I just said, you could get the same sweatshirt from H&M
Mhm.
with none of like the branding on it or anything. And I think that's the reason they have to keep making it super outrageous.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
other people just can't recreate it.
yeah, exactly. So
Because I
like,
mean, even what was it, Adidas? They pretty much made shoes so similar to the Yeezys.
mhm.
Wait, but wasn't it? Didn't Adidas make Yeezys? Wasn't it
I
technically
think
an
so.
Adidas
Yeah.
shoe?
Who?
I'm not sure. But like it's simple, like Crocs. Like Walmart has a Croc. You
Mhm.
know that isn't
Yeah.
an actual Croc. Like you're gonna if you are big in the market in a certain brand and your shoe is popular, the other people are gonna mimic that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try to become your competitor. They never really will be able to if you're a Croc or a
Right.
Gucci or a
Exactly.
Yeezy, but they'll at least try.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the sweatshirts at like H&M or Gap or whatever it
Yeah.
would be. Which I
Exactly.
like those sweatshirts. I like a regular plain. Like this is obviously
Right.
outlandish. The back of it has a whole bunch. So this is
Mhm.
like its own thing. But under this I just have a plain blue Carhartt,
Right.
which is just so simple,
Yep.
so nice.
And that's the thing. Like, the average person is not gonna want to buy a Gucci sweatshirt for the purpose of like, oh, I'm gonna wear this out.
Mhm.
You know, I'm gonna wear this to keep myself warm while I'm at the club or something, or not at the club, but like going out to a restaurant or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And yeah, it looks good. It for sure will look good, but it also kind of looks like shit. And not only that, it's like it's so iconic and so like, wow, what is that?
hmm
That it's like you completely break the rest of the atmosphere around you because, oh no, this
Wow.
guy in a fucking Gucci shirt just showed up.
Wow, that is interesting. Yeah, that's like the status thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you could wear the exact same sweatshirt, but if it has Gucci on it and it's not just regular green color,
Yeah.
like it could be. You walk in the sweatshirt, it's green. They're like, okay, that's a cool sweatshirt. But you walk in with Gucci on it, you're already like people are looking at you differently than
Yep.
the other people with the same sweatshirt that
Yeah.
didn't say Gucci.
That's called like peacocking or something.
Oh,
where you
yeah.
wear all your best shit
Yeah.
and you go out, you smell like fucking crazy,
hmm
you know, and people are all looking at you because you want all the attention.
Yeah.
And I guess for some people it works. You know, like some people they want to give off that vibe. Yeah, I'm untouchable.
They
I'm
want
the
the
rich guy in
attention.
the room.
Yeah.
You know, but for the average person, it's like, why would you want that?
I don't know. I see when I go back home, even if I wear a nice outfit, I switch into my sweats and a hoodie,
Mhm.
and then I'm chilling. So like it's interesting you'd wear that out just for the attention, but that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
When you're out socializing at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you either are out there with your buddies and you're cool, or you want to go out there and get the attention of some girls or some guys,
Yeah.
whatever you're into, you know. It's crazy, but so you're from Hawaii, right?
Yes, sir.
Where at in Hawaii?
Hawaii Kai.
Hawaii Kai?
Hawaii Kai. That's the. I'll say it now for the people watching at home. That's the rich section.
Is it?
Yeah, richer section. I mean,
Okay.
there are definitely parts of the island, and it's split up into their own little districts of
Mhm.
like, you know, they're kind of rich, but they're not as rich as these people, or these people are super rich, et cetera, et cetera. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, right?
I know
Like,
what you mean exactly.
like here, I live in Apache, and Apache is like not a nice area.
No.
Thank you, college. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
but then I'll come down here and I'm like, okay, this is a pretty well-off neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, same with like where we work at.
Yeah.
You know, that's a kind of okay, nice area.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
It's decent. There's a few areas around there's a little sketch.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't want to walk around the mall or nothing, but
Mhm.
you know, I'll drive around the mall.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
look, you know, I saw a girl actually running like on the sidewalk next to the road near the mall,
Mhm.
and I was just like, "Why are you running over here? Like, what are you looking for? Like, okay, like obviously you want to get exercise, so there's step one, right? But you can do that anywhere. So step two is like, what exactly? Like, are you going somewhere, or
Yeah.
are you wanting some guy to drive by and like say what's up, or like what do you want, girl? Because you got
I mean, I guess if that's all you have access to,
okay,
but
there's
at the
that.
same time, go to a gym. There's
Yeah.
treadmills.
Mhm.
Planet Fitness is like $10, bro.
Dude, I just got out of my Genesis deal.
Yeah,
Dude, it cost me $90 to get out of my deal, even though my
Seriously?
contract ended. I didn't realize there was a buyout even when the contract was
you
up.
have to buy out your
Yeah, it's horrible, bro. It's horrible. I only went there because it was the first gym that I got serious about,
Mhm.
and so like I liked the vibe there, and the people there are really into fitness. So when I see like a swole guy like really going hard, it makes
Yeah.
me want to go hard too.
Exactly.
And I used to have a roommate who was a bodybuilder
Mhm.
and an MMA fighter, cool ass dude. and he got me into the gym. He was my gym partner. He had a membership there, so
Yep.
I was okay paying $50 a month, which is outrageous.
Yeah, that is outrageous.
But now I'm about to probably like go to Crunch or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm about to go down the market a little
Yeah,
bit.
I feel like a lot of gyms are kind of samey. Like, besides like the big, not really the big ones. You got the one at the bottom, Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's the cheapest because you get pretty low quality equipment. I
Mhm.
mean, it's all assisted. You know, you can't really get a good pump in
No, you
with
can't.
assisted shit.
No.
But at the same time, it works and it's cheap.
And their market is definitely towards older people
Yeah.
because they don't even they have rules, super weird rules. You can't bring in gallons of water. You can't make much noise when you work out.
Yep.
Which is outrageous.
You can't drop your weights, bro.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Like that's like I guess okay. So they're thinking I want the older folks to come in and have like those 10-pound dumbbells, do
Yeah.
some curls, do the assisted like shoulder presses.
Yeah.
They don't want people coming in who are like bodybuilding and making TikToks and stuff, which I
Right.
guess makes sense, but it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those safe areas,
Yeah, and I think there's merit to that,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's because it's a beginner gym for sure.
Yeah.
Like you go there and you start working out for the first time because it's the only one where you're
Yeah.
kind of like not getting pressured into working out super hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then if you go to another gym that's maybe higher end, has like it's more expensive, etc. It has better equipment. You're gonna be pushed by the people around you.
Yeah.
And I used to go to a gym back home. It was a 24-hour fitness because that's the only one in the area, which is like fine. It's nothing special. But there are guys who'd go in there every single day. Their fucking pecs would be like huge.
Yeah. Basketballs.
Like my God, they have.
Yeah. I got those like.
I shouldn't say this, but they have bigger tits than my girlfriend. So
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. Dude, I have
like-
those like my pecs like those little like milk jugs you got at school.
Yeah, yeah.
Those like little like quart jugs.
Yeah.
That's what I got going on. That's
Yeah, I
about
got
it.
those Canadian bags.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm not even like an IV bag yet.
Yeah.
Like an IV bag's like this at least. I'm
Right.
like the little milk jug.
Yeah, you
know?
got the one squeeze and then it's done.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bro. Little Capri Sun.
It's like the size of those fucking applesauce that you twist the top of.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah, okay.
squirt out.
All right, man. That's a little little, bro. You kind of you're
That's where I'm
underselling
at. It's
me.
okay. It's okay.
No. But yeah, I definitely want to get a $10 a month gym, maybe a
Yeah.
10 gym or something like that. I would just want a place that has a basketball court and a sauna. That's all.
That's
care
a big
about.
ask for $10.
It is.
Yeah.
Genesis had the court and they're 24/7. That's kind of one of the reasons I paid so much because I want to get my cardio in hooping.
Yeah.
Once
Once you get to like those big gyms where they actually have good amenities and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
you get so spoiled on them.
You definitely do.
Yeah, because it's like, man, I want to downgrade to a gym that's not going to cost me half a fucking arm and leg,
Yeah.
but then they're not going to have any of the stuff that I want.
Yeah. You really have to. You gotta compromise.
Exactly.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like I want to, in a different sort of compromise. I want to move out and have my own place.
right.
But I'm gonna double my rent, and then all I'm getting is my own kitchen, own living room, own bathroom. I mean, I'm getting a few things, but is it worth it?
Yeah. You get a larger space
Yeah.
to be alone in.
Like, is that big gym worth it? Is the compromise worth it? I guess that's all what life is about.
Yeah, it's all choices, bro.
It
Like,
is.
and nobody can just tell you, yeah, make this fucking choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's. I moved out with back home,
Yeah.
and it was expensive, super expensive, but the plus side was that I got my own bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own bathroom, and you have the privacy of your own room, as opposed to when you live with family, and everyone's like, come out, we want to talk to you, do your chores, take the trash out,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And that's cool and shit because that keeps you accountable. But at the same time, growing up is holding yourself accountable, making that choice for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to sacrifice my mental, or do I want to sacrifice my paycheck?
That's a really good point, man. My paychecks are not big enough yet to, I think, move out.
Facts.
Not even close, because then I'm gonna be in a tight money situation, and I'm not gonna have. I won't be able to take off nights to go do comedy.
Yeah.
I won't be able to take off nights if I'm behind on school.
Mhm.
It'll be a lot more stressful. But dang, dude, moving out, that's where I'm at right now. That's what I really want to get into. But
I hear you.
let's get back to the island, bro. One of the coolest things I've heard from you and Tua was like the paranormal side. Like, what? Could you touch on that a little bit?
The paranormal side?
Yeah, kind of like the little the
Ooh.
wives'
yeah.
tales y'all have.
This is a weird one, but there's something called night marchers back home,
okay.
and you don't talk about them when you're there,
Really?
like at all. You try not to, at least. You mention it during the day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But when you're out in the night and you're hanging out with your buddies at the beach, you're having a few drinks, smoking some, I won't say it for the camera, but
Yeah.
it's Oklahoma, smoking pot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but when you're out there and you hear a noise, you don't look to your buddy and say, "Bro, night marchers," because he'll kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
But okay.
So there's a big stigma on it. Like it's well believed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the locals like myself, we tend to be pretty superstitious. I mean, obviously we have we have a whole culture, a whole religion before, the white man came.
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
And that happens everywhere. But the difference is ours happened like 400 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Native Americans who have been repressed for almost 600 years now.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that.
There was other countries that were in America before
Yeah.
old Columbus came by.
Yep.
And
what's interesting about it is that even though there's been a repression of the culture, there's been a renaissance of it back in the 90s. All of that kind of cultural identity just came back. And not only did the stories come back, I mean, we lost a lot of it, but not only did the stories come back, but our history came back, then the superstition, of course, came back.
Okay, that came along with it.
I wouldn't say it was definitely like, the superstition came back in the 90s. It was always there, but now more people knew about it.
Okay.
But what night marchers are is, and I don't want to get this wrong, so I won't say too much about it, is I believe, and my native Hawaiian girlfriend will correct me on this when she sees this, I believe that they are warriors that were killed and marched in the night. And if they see you and you're not from there, they'll kill you. If they see you and you disrespect them, they'll kill you. So I believe what you're supposed to do is lay on the ground and piss yourself.
Really?
When you see the night march.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know anybody who's told you that they've done that before?
You
don't have to give out any names. That'd be crazy. But
I don't think so, because me personally, I've only had one experience where in my mind where I'm like, okay, definitely my night marchers.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that?
Okay, so I was on a hike in the night with some buddies. We had like guys that were, I think the big guy who took us, he was like 28 at the time. The rest of us were upper high school or college, and I think I was in middle school at the time.
Okay.
But we were in a night hike, and we were in a nice neighborhood. It was in Manoa Valley, which they'll know, but they'll be able to look it up. And we were going up a trail, and we're going pretty slow, and we thought we heard pigs, which is pretty normal. I mean, you hear pigs whenever.
Oh, our camera died.
Damn.
We'll keep going.
All right. And pigs are pigs. I mean, they're scary. If they charge you, then good luck.
Yeah, no kidding. How big do they get out there?
Pretty big. Like probably about this big.
Off the ground?
Maybe taller. Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, and they're fat too.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my friends still hunts, but and she posted it on social media a few months ago, and it was a fucking huge pig. I had no idea how she was carrying it.
Yeah, it's insane.
But so we're going up the trail. Fuck it, there's pigs. Who cares? We keep going, and suddenly, just out of nowhere, and there's a big part about night marchers that I probably forgot to mention, drums. Like marching,
Oh, yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. We hear it out of nowhere.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
We look around. I look around. The oldest guy, he fucking froze. I look to the other side, my buddy Brad, he fucking froze too. My brother is right behind me, and he's like, what just happened? And we all look at each other. We book it in the other direction. And we're like maybe a quarter mile from where we entered, and we book it the entire way back. Because we were fucking terrified. Because the thing is, not only are night marchers fucking terrifying, but even if it weren't night marchers and they were just people out there playing drums, you don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah. And, we made no mention of night marchers when we drove the car to a McDonald's to calm down. But we absolutely looked at each other and were like, that was crazy. Let's never do that again.
Yeah. You never saw those guys again, did you?
God, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. No, but I mean, I've heard stories from other locals. Kapuna that's the name for our elders.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell you stories of how late at night back in the 60s or 70s they'd hear stuff happen. There'd be, something going on. while they were out by themselves or with a group of people
Okay.
in a dark area in the middle of the night. And I don't know if that's just social stigma, where it's like, oh, well, kind of like group mania, like hypermania or something.
Okay, where like
whatever, like
they don't want you to like be out alone in the dark.
yeah,
Like it's just stories that would kind of keep you from doing that
yeah.
or think twice.
And then like I think like a big part of why people still believe in it is like mania. Like when like you ever heard that story of those nuns that started like meowing at each other?
Mm-mm.
No, so like
Meowing at each
yeah,
other.
like I think it was like 400 or 500 years ago. Someone will correct me, but
Okay.
this gaggle of nuns, they start fucking meowing at each other. One goes meow, and then it starts spreading to all of them, and eventually troops have to come and be like, "Hey, shut up, or we'll kill you all."
Wow.
Yeah, and that's an example of, I guess, group mania. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but I think that's a like kind of why people don't do that shit anymore. Stay out at night. If you hear
Yeah.
the drums, you run. I don't know if we actually even heard the drums at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could have just been already like it's a subconscious thing.
Yeah,
Where like without you even consciously thinking it, you're like, I'm alone, we're in the dark,
yeah,
and then your brain starts playing tricks on you a little
Mhm.
bit.
yeah.
There's a
It's like
similar
ghost stories, man.
there's a similar thing here with the natives, the skinwalker.
Skinwalker. Yeah, I heard a lot
Yeah.
about that when I came up.
Yeah, that's a scary thing. I listen to a lot of scary stories when I go to bed.
Yeah, tell me more about that. I wanna know what you heard.
Skinwalker, I haven't heard any verbal stories, but from what I've listened to like online, it's a Native American, like a witch,
Mhm.
like like a castaway from a tribe, and
Okay.
it's a spiritual phenomenon it's a demon that embodies almost anything it can. Like it could be a deer, it could be a fox, it could be an owl, but there's a few cues that give away that this is not a regular creature, and that'd be the smell of like a decayed body,
Mhm.
a bad smell. It would be the fact that you're walking through the woods and it could be day or night and everything's just silent all of a sudden, because that happens when animals know there's an apex predator in the
Yeah.
area. They want to just like the birds aren't
Yeah, like
chirping.
the sound before storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the silence,
Mhm.
And there's a lot of stories of like these creatures like killing a pet, like maybe a dog or a cat, and taking the form of that creature and
Mhm.
living amongst you, and then
Wow.
and I don't know how far it goes if they want to like possess you or but a lot of disappearances, and it's the same thing with the drummers. You don't say skinwalker.
Mhm.
You don't just sit and like
Same with like Wendigo or
yeah.
you know.
Like, see, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm not a part of a tribe, but for what I know, that tribes people, they don't mention the skinwalker. They
Yeah.
don't just sit around the campfire and talk about it. They may
Yeah.
say stories that are like teasing with the idea,
Mhm.
but there's been it's kind of like Bigfoot. There's people who go on the reservations and look for the skinwalker, but you're not just gonna go find the skinwalker.
Right. It's gonna find you.
It's gonna find you. Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna attack when you're the weak. It's not gonna. You're
It's
not
like
just gonna walk
tracking a
up on it.
cougar when you don't know where the cougar lives.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly, bro. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
They up in the trees. They in the caves. You
Mhm.
ain't gonna find the cougar, bro.
Exactly.
But it's definitely a scary thing. It's big in like Arizona
Mhm.
where they have big reservations and stuff, and it's something that actually terrifies me. Like I can listen to ghost stories and be like whatever,
Mhm.
or listen to those scary stories, people breaking in. I'm like whatever. But a skinwalker, that's a creepy
Yeah.
subject.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard about them, like just through the internet and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, before I moved here, I had never lived in the States before, so I had no like real recollection of what could be and what
Yeah.
could not be, right? But
Yeah.
I had a friend back home. He moved to the States from Washington, and he went up, I believe, like 3-4 months ago, just to see some friends and whatnot. And they were driving past an Indian reservation, music's off, windows are down, and just suddenly everything kind of goes quiet outside, and they're like, we gotta fucking run.
Yeah.
And like there's a definite like reverence to the term.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that much as I know, because there's one native guy in my class. I got a Spartan, by the way. One native guy in my class. His name is Audie, really nice guy, and I've said Skinwalker before, and he's looked at me like,
Yeah. Don't.
yeah, don't talk about that.
Yeah. It's
We don't got to talk about that.
No, there's no reason. There's
Yeah.
no reason.
And you come to just kind of respect it when somebody says don't say it, especially if it's like a scary part of their fucking culture.
Mm-hmm.
This guy lives way out in the boonies, dude. I don't want to get him caught or anything.
No,
you know?
no, you don't want to put that energy out there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big believer in the paranormal and the spiritual realm.
Right on.
And I think it definitely correlates with just energy, for sure. I think that's how they're able to manifest, is through energy. Just like our brains, based on the energy we put out, our brains are like, they wire around that. Like if I woke up today and I was like, today's gonna be this is a very poor example, but I wake up like, today's gonna be a shitty day.
Yeah.
Shitty day. I got so much to do. I got this to do. My whole brain is gonna build my thoughts are gonna build around that energy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, when I'm working on my car, oh, this is shitty. I could be doing something else.
Yeah.
Or when I'm at work, oh, this is shitty. I'm not making any money. If I woke up like, today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a great day. I have a lot to do. I'm gonna get a lot done. My whole aura is gonna be different, dude.
Yeah.
So I think that, I don't know how that correlates to spirits, but I believe they are able to come and latch on to certain energies and use that as like a highway to our world, in a sense.
Through like faith and belief and whatnot.
Yeah, I think so.
I could see that. Like I can't remember what show I was watching that kind of delves into that shit, where the idea of something is what brings it to life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's like a really magical concept, because there's definitely some truth to it. Like when you believe in something so hard, it kind of becomes impossible to resist it being real to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think like when schizophrenics tell like stories about like, oh yeah, I saw a man in the shadows and he's out there, but I only see him in my brain.
Yeah.
My best friend's schizophrenic. He's told me this shit. Like,
Really?
Yeah. And he'll tell me there's a dark man over there, especially when he was like, you know, way down in the shitter. Of course, I don't see it, but he believes it's there. And I can't tell him otherwise that it's not there.
Yeah. Because he believes it.
Exactly. And that's a scary thing to think of, because he's doing that with just the mental disorder that he has. But we could absolutely do that with other concepts like skinwalkers, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we bring it to life because we're thinking about it. It's weird.
That's,
it's like,
I mean, that's on the basis of just manifestation.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing. You can't just, I mean, obviously you can't sit around and manifest $1 million just by sitting. But if you were to tell yourself that you believe that through your life you're going to make $1 million based on just, that's what you believe. I believe I'm going to be rich. I believe I'm going to be rich. And you let that thought and that belief become how you live your life, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I truly believe in that. I'm reading a book right now called, what's that book called? Think Rich, Grow Rich. Or
Who
Grow
wrote that?
Rich, Think Rich. I don't know who wrote it, but dude, I don't know.
Who cares?
I have a lot of books on my desk that I open, read a chapter, and then I open next month.
What a deep, profound guy, man.
Oh, dude, I'm full of layers, man.
Yeah.
But no, I've been reading it like every few days. I read a chapter.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandfather gave me this book. He found it in his storage, and he had read it over and over and over when he was growing up.
Yeah.
And he followed its core idea, which is just ideas become reality, thoughts become reality.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what the core concept is. And he used it to make $1 million, which he actually did.
Nice.
He listened, he read the book over and over. He followed the steps. He wrote down like a due date when he's going to make this money, and he just worked tirelessly, believing like this work is going to pay off.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have the belief, like just like believing in God.
Right.
If I do my good acts and I work tirelessly at being a good Christian or a good Catholic, whatever it may be, and I'm good to people, I'm going to go to heaven when I die. That's the same thing. It's like if I work tirelessly, don't give up, let my failures become lessons, I will become rich. It's just, that's all belief, man. It really is. What you believe is true. So I've used that. I'm sure there's points in your life where you use the exact same thing, even without even being conscious of doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like you go to school, you believe you're going to graduate.
Yeah.
I'm going to graduate. You're not graduated right now, but you will in a few months or a year.
Just got to work harder for it.
Just got to work hard for it, you know? If I went to school and I was like, oh, I'm probably going to drop out. You know, this is not for me. I'm going to drop out. You're going to drop out, man.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen.
Right on.
Well, we just got some great news in between switching the cameras around, which we have 3 cameras right now, by the way. I'm absolutely, I don't know where to look. Where should I look at?
You're going to be swamped on the editing for sure.
Oh, yeah. The editing's gonna be insane. With this podcast done, this will be 3 in the bank.
Yep.
And then Evan Hughes,
most popular man in Tulsa.
Shout out Brendan for telling me, man. Evan Hughes is coming to the studio tomorrow to get a podcast in, And just based on that alone, the people who are going to know about the studio and the fact they can come use it is just going to be fantastic. Where did I put my water at? Is it right here? Sorry. But yeah, holy crap, that's insane,
Yeah,
dude.
great news, man.
So would you like to come tomorrow and just help us with the editing process?
Absolutely.
BS?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think, let's see. I think I asked him if you want to do it at 2, which is not a bad time. I'm going to try to get up early and come tomorrow. Early.
Yeah, just let me know what time. I'll try to be there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's badass. Well, one part of the story I meant to mention earlier,
Yeah.
which I told you off air, is my grandfather, he made that $1 million
Yeah.
that he was aiming for.
Mm-hmm.
He did it through the .com boom. He made a few different websites. One website, he made one called Busy Seas, which is hilarious.
Okay.
It was about cleaning up the ocean.
Yeah.
So it was like, pay us.
It was like Team C's before
Yeah.
Team C's.
Yeah, it was like, pay us and we'll clean the ocean up because we
Nice.
go there every summer. So we'll go collect bags. And there was like a counter how many trash bags of stuff they had cleaned up.
Yeah.
Don't know how much of it was real, but that's
Yeah.
okay. I was too young.
Might have just been funding vacations.
Yeah, exactly. It may have just been funny to get pictures at the
Yeah.
beach. Like, we're doing it. We're picking up the cigarette butt.
Yeah.
But he even had me film a commercial.
Right
It was
on.
me. I was like, my name's Isaiah Blue. I'm like 7 years old.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like rabbits and animals, and when I get older, I want to go see the dolphins and the whales, you know. And so he used all the resources he had,
Yeah.
man. And I'd got like $20 royalties every Friday for like a month,
Nice.
which is pretty cool.
Nice.
But
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, you were on camera from a young age too. Congratulations. Fuck.
thank you, man. I was a young, big time
Yeah.
actor. You know, things kind of went south. I started doing drugs.
Yeah.
And
Hosting commercials, and now you're here doing a podcast.
yeah, the fame got to my head.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of fell off. I was big time for a minute there. No,
About a month.
Yeah, about a month. I was big time. This check stopped coming in, and I just didn't question it. I was only
Yeah.
7. We didn't sign a contract or nothing. I was definitely child labor.
Yeah, for sure. $20.
Yeah, 20
That's
bucks.
child labor right there.
Yeah, for sure, man. For that amount of time, all the hard
Right.
work I did, those acting
Mhm.
classes, and the time I had behind the camera and the pretending to cry about the whales. It was tough, dude.
Right.
Truly a tough experience. Like, I'm traumatized that I was used and abused as a
Right.
kid. Like, just slave driven to talk about the dolphins and the sharks and
Dude, fuck those kids in the sweatshops, man.
Yeah.
You're the real star of the show.
yeah, I had it rough.
Yeah, they got to
man.
put you on camera and say,
dude, I
this is the face of child endangerment. Like,
Yeah, just a white kid.
Yeah.
This is the face of child. This young white kid who lives in a mansion is the face of child endangerment.
yeah.
Dude, it sucked, man. I had to go.
Right next to Honey Boo Boo.
Oh yeah, dude. Honey Boo Boo was absolutely
Yeah.
that was crazy. But
But
no,
what a show.
I
what a
missed
show.
that show.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched a bit of it as a kid.
I mean,
16 and
we all
pregnant.
make choices, right? But
Yeah,
shit,
dude. We spend our time how we want to. I
you know,
guess.
you get to watch this kid on camera slowly grow up and get type 2 diabetes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just every episode, a honey bun here, honey bun there.
Yep.
But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, it was bad, bro. Like, I had to go to the beaches, and I
Mhm.
couldn't even enjoy my vacation. I had to clean
Yeah.
up trash, and I had to like take videos in front of like these sea turtles and like act like I was helping them and stuff. It was awful, bro. We didn't even get to stay in the 5-star. What the? We stayed in, like 3-star hotels. It was
Bro, you would have killed it in Hawaii. I swear to God.
it was so bad, man. It was the worst vacations ever.
Yeah.
Can't believe like all these other kids, they get to go to Hawaii and we
Yeah.
had to go to Galveston and clean up
Galveston?
seaweed.
Okay, yeah, that suck.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah.
South Padre.
Yeah.
Oh god, man, what a terrible childhood I had.
Imagine they send you to Long Beach and it's just you for 6 hours on the beach. You barely cover like 1 mile of it.
Yeah, bro, just me alone. Like 3 people, my grandmother and grandparent
Yeah.
recording, and I'm just using a stick.
Come on, you're gonna make money.
Yeah, earn that money, boy.
We want to go to Hawaii next year.
They don't record the parts where I'm just in the sand.
Yeah.
Just, I didn't get no sleep
Passed
last
out,
night.
heat stroke, no water.
Working through the night because
Yeah.
it's not as hot at night.
Yeah.
You know, just what a terrible.
You're putting the hours
existence.
in, man.
Yeah, $20, man.
Yeah.
About 60 hours, $20. No.
What a crazy conversion rate, man.
Yeah,
It's like 20 cents an hour, bro.
telling you, I have it worse than those sweatshops in China, man. I have it way
man.
worse.
They don't know how good they have it.
I know, and I didn't even see what was.
They put together these earrings, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude, they have it. Well, they get to create art,
yep.
and I was picking up plastic and used cigarettes, and it was disgusting, bro. God,
Imagine this makes it to like the front page of Twitter or something.
That would be awesome.
Like most tone deaf comedian.
Most tone deaf comedian ever.
Yeah.
Far right conspiracist.
Yeah.
Just labeling me some craziness.
Right.
White man. That's probably what they'd say.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude,
that's
I want to.
funny.
You ever like heard those like crazy far right conspiracies? Like they've ever like been presented to you as fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandfather.
I mean, you fucking live here, so I should
Yeah.
probably know that right now. But
My grandfather for sure.
yeah.
I used to my Mimi, she's like big on Facebook.
Yeah.
And when I worked at Amazon, I was learning about like the echo chambers
Mhm.
on the with the algorithms on what social media sites, because they just feed you stuff that you already consume,
Yeah.
and they'll give you other examples, the same creators. So if you're
For you
always
page, recommendation.
exactly like why would you open up the app? You see things you've already seen, but they're like you know what I'm saying? So if you're always looking at conspiracy stuff and you're
Mhm.
always looking at like a certain right or left side of their political ideas, then you're only going to see that, and it's just going to get more and more and more narrowed down.
Right.
So I would hear
Until
her
you get
say,
like the worst of the worst.
yeah, I would hear her say the crazy stuff like George Floyd was white. And I'm like, what are you talking about, woman? She would say like he didn't even die, like it was a double. It was like somebody
Yeah.
else died for him.
Yeah, MK Ultra fucking Dave Chappelle or something.
Yeah.
I've actually seen comments of that.
Really?
Like, in his comment section when he started posting comedy again in 2018 or 2019.
That it was somebody different?
Yeah.
Dude.
Because his face changed.
Oh, yeah,
Because he fucking got older.
let me think here. Maybe it's been 10 years since he was seen last.
Dude, they did that. They make the same claims with Eminem, of all people.
Really?
Eminem, because his face shape changed.
Yeah.
Because he got older. But it got more narrow. His fucking cheekbones start poking out. And they're like, yeah, he got MK Ultra for sure.
Oh, my God. That's
Definitely.
so dumb.
Like, it's like, there's a certain level of crazy. And like we were saying before, when you manifest something, or
Yeah.
when you think about something, it manifests into real life.
Mhm.
And just like schizophrenics, there are some people that are so radical that they start seeing things in real life and start attributing them to things that they believe are true.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, here's a big one. I was talking to my buddy Rich, and he had a buddy who told him that America is still under the boot of the UK.
Oh, wow.
Because every time a political figure like the president, is elected out of office, or they win office, or they win the office or whatever, they go and visit the queen or king.
Wow.
Which is like, wow, that is an interesting point.
That is a good point.
And you have to realize that is an ally visiting an ally that they've had for like, what, 200, 300 years now?
Mhm.
We've been friends with Great Britain for a long fucking time.
I wish we never squashed that beef, dude.
Yeah.
I wish we didn't, bro. I would love if us and the United Kingdom were just at odds
Dude,
at all times.
we are though.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, you know how much like hate we have for British people here?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you some guy with a British accent will come down the street speaking his bloody hell, that
Bloody
whole
hell,
accent, and
mate.
you're just like, shut the fuck up,
Well, the
you
reason-
pretentious bitch.
I
Like,
think the reason if there even is hate, it's
Yeah.
just jealousy, because then it's like when you walk in with the Gucci shirt.
Yeah.
You walk in with the British accent,
Mhm.
all ears are pointed to
Yeah.
you like, who is this
'cause you're
guy?
the different guy in the
You're the
room.
different guy.
You're the black sheep
It's
immediately.
always about being different, man.
Yep.
Nobody wants to be the same. They want to stand out and
Right.
be different. And that's why we have 3 cameras on this podcast. And that's why we have a camera in the sky. What's up, baby? That's why we got a camera right here on your face. Zoom in on his face. Bam, baby. That's why we got my own camera where you can see my badass shoes, dog, because we different. There's the comedy. Is that what y'all wanted? Is that what y'all been needing in your life? We got fucking motherfucking, who is
I
it, Louis
completely lost
C.K.?
my train of thought.
We have Louis C.K. coming tomorrow. Who we got? Fucking Dave Chappelle
Yeah,
on the
damn right.
line. What's his name again?
Dave Chappelle?
Evan Hughes. We got Evan Hughes in this bitch tomorrow, bruh.
Same level, honestly.
Same level.
No, like, I think he's funny as fuck. And
Oh shit, he's a Jew, isn't he?
I think so. I don't
Okay, cool.
know. You got a problem with Jews?
No, bro, I'm
Goddamn.
very, very, very woke.
Yeah.
I'm very not tone deaf. I hear very well.
Yeah, I've read your journal, so you don't have to tell me that.
January 11th. Woke up kind of homosexual today.
Yeah.
Should I tell my mom? Who can I talk to about this?
To the crowd at home who thinks that's fake, it's a real entry in his journal.
Hey, bro, calm down. I'm about
January
to block your
11th.
camera off.
January 11th, and he wrote it with a blue pen.
He was reading it. He was really reading it. Listen, I had one weird dream. Okay, I didn't know why I was attracted to this guy in my dream. It was very strange. Fuck, bro. I can't believe you read my journal, man. Why are you?
Bro, it's your fault. You left it, man. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Oh,
Like,
God. Dang, I'm all found out.
Yep.
You
Well,
didn't
now
re-
they know. I mean, now they
Yeah.
know this is a woke podcast. Now you're gonna have the leftist and the right people coming in here.
Well, the
Leftists are
right's
gonna
just
love it. The
left.
right's gonna be like,
Yeah, yeah. I'd like all people. Join the podcast.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Earlier, I kind of cut my market in half by saying I wasn't attracted to big women.
yeah,
But it's just true. I'm not attracted to big women. I have no negative feelings. I'm just not attracted to them. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like if there's a lineup of like small to large, I'm gonna probably lean in the middle and go a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
You know. So maybe I am on the left. Let's just clip that part out. Let's just clip the part. I am on the left, dude. Dude, fuck Trump.
You know what's funny is since I moved up here and back home, big time liberal,
Yeah.
huge, like
Yeah.
massive.
Like you or the state.
The state and myself.
Okay.
Like I've been on City Hall before. I fought for, well, I didn't fight for rights, but I've been to to the rallies and whatnot.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
there's a lot back home. There's abortion. There's a lot of women's rights stuff because federally it's no longer protected. Abortion.
Mhm.
Maybe we should cut this part out, but
Yeah, getting a little serious again.
and gay rights and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I moved here, and I found myself strangely agreeing with both sides a lot more than I thought I
Mhm.
would. And that's a big thing that like I feel like both sides are kind of like missing out on each other. There's a matter of perspective that both sides need to see,
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, if you guys just worked it out, you don't know how much you guys would agree with each other.
Yeah, and how much you'd get done.
Yeah.
Like, that's why debate is so important. So
Yeah.
you need to be able to, people should listen more.
Yeah,
Like you gotta listen. Like honestly, that's one of the biggest things. There's the reason why Joe Rogan is such a big podcaster
Yep.
because he's so good at listening.
and he brings so many big names on that
Mhm.
on both sides. He had, I can't remember exactly who he's had on there before, but there's been times where I've been like, okay, I don't like Joe Rogan, but I will listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I like this guy, and then I'll see the next one is it's a guy that I don't like, and I'm like,
You know who he doesn't have on
fuck
there?
it, I'll watch.
You know who he hasn't had on there?
Evan Hughes.
Evan fucking
Evan
Hughes,
fucking
bro.
Hughes,
We
baby.
different. We different. We bring new content every week, bro. We in the studio, Blue Couch Studio, baby. What were you saying?
You were about to say casting couch. I already know.
I was about to say some crazy shit, dog. I'm about to say some really left shit up in this bitch. Fucking BHM, baby.
BH.
Black History Month. That's why we have you on here, dog. You dark. Fuck yeah. Back to the right side now. Racism. All right. My
You
bad.
knew he was woke, guys. Like, look at him.
I got the mullet. I'm the most woke mullet goer
Yep.
there is, bro.
Dude, the
Fuck.
mullet has made such a strong comeback.
Oh,
like
fucking
they
beautiful.
like back in the day,
Uh-huh.
the mullet was still cool, and I think the mullet looks good. Like I think
Yeah.
it's a good haircut. But then, and what my barber was telling me, by the way, I gotta plug them because they're fucking awesome. It's like Sharpside Barbers or something. Yeah, Sharpside Barbershop, 943 South Pittsburgh Ave.
Okay.
Fucking ask for Keaton. That guy's a fucking G.
Hey, bro, you should sponsor us. I'll come get haircuts.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, but they're fucking awesome, by the way. But he was telling me that the mullet is like huge now,
Oh yeah.
and which it is because you've
It
been on
is.
TikTok. You've seen people walking around. But
Definitely.
the reason it's big is not because it's the mullet and it's an iconic hairstyle. It's because they're finding ways to hide that it's a mullet.
What do you mean?
They're introducing fades. They're getting the nice,
yeah.
line up, on the sides. You know how it is. Like, you see that right there, right there. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Zoom in on me real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Zoom in on me. Zoom in on me. Here, the hat hair. Zoom in on that line right there.
yeah, there you go.
Feel me,
There you go.
golly. No, you're right though. They're finding ways to do the mullet like in their own way.
Right.
Like you said, the fades. Maybe you want the curly in the back. Maybe you even want it straight in the back.
Yeah.
They're doing new styles. They're adding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
The mullet's badass.
Yeah, it is. I mean, before I came up, I had super long hair, and I was thinking, "Fuck it, I'll get a mullet." And then I came up here, and I'm gonna look like everybody else.
Yeah, that's true. You'd be culture appropriating if you
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
mullet. See that word? That's a
Honestly.
left word, baby. I'm back on the left. Let's go, dude. I'm open minded, bro. I switch. I'm on the left again. Cool.
Back to the racism. All right, cultural appropriation.
yeah. Back to the racism. BHM, baby. That's why we've had 2 black guests in 2 weeks, baby. Woo!
I'm not even black, bro. You know this. Like,
That's the racism. Back on the right. He's not even black. Woo! He's Samoan. Right?
not even close.
Ah,
Hawaiian,
he's
bro.
Polynesian.
It's all right. Yeah, Polynesian. It's a blanket term. Go. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back, baby. We got cameras rolling all directions.
Just 2 now.
Just 2. Yeah, we
yeah.
had a downgrade.
North and south.
Yeah, they already came and took one of our cameras
Yeah.
before we even posted the podcast. They could hear us through those spy balloons they have up there.
Yeah, it was Biden. It's all his fault.
Yeah, he came over here. He was taking a nap, but he also somehow took a camera with him. We're like, whoa, president, what are you doing? He's like, it's just the leg hairs. Give me this camera. He just left. We're like, what? And
What a
Kylo was
fucking-
like, we have it under control. We have it under control. It was bad.
Man, you see those UFOs they're shooting down like every day?
No,
No.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, so there like I don't even know if it's true or not, but there's like the other day there's a UFO over like Lake Michigan or something that they shot down. They closed down the airspace. I'm in aviation, by the way. This is the only reason I'm like interested in this.
Okay, yeah.
But they closed down the airspace over Lake Michigan and they shot something down and they couldn't find the wreckage.
Oh, no.
And this has been happening like every day. Like I'll get on TikTok or YouTube and I'll start scrolling and shit, just looking for memes and whatnot. I'm like,
Ever since he
today
shot
the-
down that freaking,
yeah,
that blimp or whatever, that balloon.
yeah, the weather balloon, the
Then-
Chinese weather balloon.
Now we're ultra sensitive about our
Yep.
airspace, which is okay. I'm not
Yeah.
mad about it.
It's kind of funny if you think about it. It's like
Dude, but I did watch the other night. Like, I've heard Joe Rogan talk about that one UFO that was flying over the ocean.
yeah,
That
the
one-
Tic Tac.
Yeah, that went from like 60,000 feet to
Yeah,
the
the Tic
floor
Tac,
in
yeah.
seconds. Dude, that's real.
Mhm.
Like, that's really happening. That's a
Yeah.
real thing.
And
It's so crazy.
what's crazy to me, and I'm as someone who's pretty passionate about airplanes and whatnot,
Mhm.
it's like my hopefully career. It's that there is nothing we have on this planet or in any of our technology that could possibly do that.
Yeah.
Nothing. We don't, and with zero thrust too.
Yeah, it's
It rose 60,000 feet in the air. And we're like a
defying our
minute.
own physics.
Literally, and that's crazy to me. What's even crazier is how that was like 20 years ago. Yeah.
Golly, dude. I don't even know if it's a scary or exciting thought to think
Right.
about, because we think the physics we have on this planet translates to the rest of the universe around us, and that's how we study things, is
Right.
using those laws.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think we need new laws.
Yeah, and like apparently we're fucking wrong,
Yeah,
Like-
apparently.
which is kind of
mean,
funny.
Also, to think that we were just dead on right is also a funny thing to think about, because I mean, how would we know? I mean, obviously, I'm not coming at Newton, pussy, but I'm trying to say here is,
Yeah, fuck you.
yeah, you watched an apple fall. Okay, guy, you know the universe now? Like, come on, bro.
This guy fucking up my whole science grade.
Yeah, what Einstein was holding he got a lightning strike on his
Ben Franklin, bro.
Ben Franklin
Is that-
got struck
wait,
by
is that
lightning.
Jefferson or Franklin? Fuck.
Dude, who knows, bro?
I
One of
don't know
those
my
guys with the
history.
white wigs got struck by lightning, and now
Yeah.
you think you just know how electricity works, bro? Get out of here, dog. You got a taste. You got a little bit of nibble. You got like, that tasted good. Let me research it, but you don't know, man. There's too much.
There's way too much.
Just way too much, for real. Like, if someone studied one animal every day for their whole life, they couldn't even get to all the animals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how
There's like guys who only study ants, and I watch them.
really?
Yeah, I watch their or not ants, insects or
Insects.
like all of those.
There's a
you know,
bunch of those.
there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's this one that I watch specifically. I'm sure everybody's heard of him. Coyote Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool guy. I
He
mean,
is.
he's an anthropologist.
We
and
gotta get
whatnot.
him on here.
Anthropologist?
I think that's I
Something
think
like
that may be
that.
the word for insects.
And,
'cause anthropod is an insect. So yeah,
Arthropod.
arthropod.
Yeah, anthropologist is I don't know.
Anthropod. That's
But,
intelligent of me.
I think it's fucking weird that we have people just out there like, yeah, it's just
Yeah, just like
that fucking hurts,
seeing
dude.
dude, that's Newton right there.
Yeah.
That apple hurt, man. Gravity.
How'd that happen? Shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man. I think we need to wrap this up though. We gotta get some food,
yeah.
and we got work in an hour.
Bro, I want Canes.
Canes, we'll get
Deadass.
Canes
Like,
then. Let's do that.
Let's go get some Canes, bro.
I would like to shout out the Looney Bin Comedy Club for employing me. I'd also like to shout out
Evan Hughes.
Evan Hughes for being a guest. Probably
Yeah.
the biggest guest I'm gonna have on this podcast for a few minutes.
Spadah's pretty big though.
Spada is.
Yeah, he's
he
fucking-
is. He's a big guy.
yeah, he could beat my ass.
no, I meant like he's a big comedian.
Yeah.
Like he needs to go on like a comedic diet. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a cool guy. What I'm trying to say is he's a big name. That's all I've been trying to say. What are you guys laughing about? He's a big name in comedy. Okay.
So this week we'll have
I'm
Evan
cornered.
Hughes. Next week we'll
Yes.
have Dave Chappelle,
Uh-huh.
and after that
have
is,
God on
yep,
here.
God.
God already reached out to me. I was
Yep.
sleeping last night. He said, I said, what the fuck? I was like, my dog talking to me. He's like, Isaiah, I'm coming on your podcast January 26th. I was like, when? 2024. I was like, fuck, okay. So Jesus is coming down and he's going to bless me
Yep.
and then maybe bless y'all if y'all are cool or not.
We might have the Pope on too.
Yeah,
might have the Pope.
actually, we're going to have the MGK
Pope
Ultra
Francis.
Pope from
Yep.
recent times.
Yep.
New Pope I don't fuck with. Old
Yeah.
Pope I fuck with. Left, baby. I'm on the left. What I want to say is I had a dream last night
Yeah.
that I accidentally killed my dog.
Seriously.
Yes, and I don't know why. I'm gonna end it on this. I think this is funny. So apparently, in my dream, I thought if I were to slit my dog's throat, it would save the dog. And I'm dumb. Right? I don't know what my thought process was, and may sound insane, but my dog was sleeping with me, and I thought in the
You fucking
dream.
your dog, bro.
No, I love my dog so much, dude. I don't never touch my dog like that. Listen, I pet and touch my dog, and she likes both of it. What I'm trying to say here is, dude, you're really you're getting me into my Fortnite lobby type conversations, bro.
Go.
So my dog had something wrong with her neck, and she couldn't breathe. This is actually what it was. She couldn't breathe. So I thought in my dream, because I'm dumb in real life and when I'm asleep, that if I were to cut her neck, it would open up her air passage. And I wasn't trying to cut where blood would come out. I was trying to like open it up, but I'm not a doctor. So I did that, and she starts dying, like in front of me, starts dying.
That's intense.
It was sad. And then nobody cared. That
Mhm.
was worse. I was with all my friends and I was with
Yeah.
my family, and nobody gave a fuck. They're like, we're not taking you to the hospital. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, my dog's dying. And they're like, we don't care. So I think it was some deeper meaning behind it. But
I think subconsciously you just want to kill your dog, bro.
dude, or subconsciously I think my dog's dying. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Or
man.
subconsciously you think nobody in your life cares about you. Think
Oh,
about that
no,
right there.
dude. And we'll end it on that.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the podcast, Brendan. We're gonna get some work in tomorrow. We got MGK on this motherfucker tomorrow. I'm
Yes, sir.
excited, bro.
MGK guy.
Dude, that got chaotic quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Let's go see what he thinks.
The energy is gonna be crazy in the recording, that's for sure.
Oh, that's exciting.